I hope you guys missed me, man. I hope you guys missed me in the football world. And man, I told you guys exactly what was gonna happen. Exactly what was gonna happen. I knew it. And we're only gonna get better. And I might be bold for jumping to the conclusion about, oh, playoffs already. You just barely got Wilson. We don't even know how to. Trust me, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna be in there. We're gonna be in playoffs, even if it's wild card. But we're gonna be in playoffs. Woo, man, I feel great. I feel great. Oh man, when that Wilson jersey comes out, that's a cop. I'm copping that. Fuck, dude, what are we doing? Come on, dude. Why are we letting this time go like this? What are we doing? Oh no, dude, what are we doing? What's going on? What is going on? Why did we do that? I'm so confused right now. Whoa, 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 what? Wait, why? Holy crap. What is going on? Why are we doing this? Oh no, bro, what is going on? Do we have 2 timeouts? Like, what do we do? Why, bro? Why? Why did we do that? Why? God damn it, bro. We're good, Russ. Come on, Russ. I don't know how to feel about that. Man. Bro, I wore this jersey for the past 2 goddamn years, bro. The last 2 years. I'm not gonna say goddamn, bro. Wilson, bro. Russell Wilson. How do I feel? How do I feel? Time and time again, people told me Russell was gonna disappear. Time and time again, people told me Russell was gonna move on. That we were gonna move on from Russell. I never believed it. There's just no way, bro. I was like, there's no way. Like, we just gave him a contract extension. Like, there's actually no way. I can't even set this camera up right, bro. Guys, are we cursed? I was literally coming home from work when I found the news. It was almost like it was inevitable, but at the same time, I was like, there's just no way. We have to work with and know in the back of our head that we are going to be paying Russell Wilson around $84 million, if I'm not mistaken, for the next 2 years. And not have him, and potentially have him in another team in the same conference as you, knowing that he's not even a bad quarterback. Guys, I don't know how to feel. I said it from the last video that I did about the Broncos. I don't know how to feel. I don't know. Like, it's almost like, obviously, blue and orange till I die. But what we did is so fucked up. So fucked up. And it's almost like I want Russell to do good. Like, I really do. But I'm just like, dude, he's not with us no more, bruh. Like, he's such a good person. And I don't know what went on behind the scenes. But it was just, it's not all his fault. It's really not. Let's put it into perspective. You have a quarterback in Russell Wilson, who there's this whole thing about let Russ cook going on in Seattle. A team in which he's already established, he's already won a Super Bowl, and he's loved by the people. You go after him because you feel like your team is 1 quarterback away, which I also felt our team was 1 quarterback away. And we gave up a lot. We gave up like 5 picks, 1 of them or 2 of them being first round. I can't even remember the details of the trade. All I know is that up to now, that is the worst trade in NFL history. He comes to Denver. He gets privileges that are not necessarily supposed to be giving to any player. And I think the organization was just like, we have not had a quarterback of this caliber since Peyton Manning, which was around 6 years ago. We're going to treat this guy good, and he's going to take us back to the promised land. Now, what happens? You call in Nathaniel Hackett, a coach who was god-awful, and he proved to be god-awful this year once again with the Jets. Not as a head coach, but what he did here in Denver was horrendous. Horrible. Horrible. Made Russell look really bad. There was just no sense of it was just bad. It really was bad. That's year one. Year two, you can kind of tell how Russell got really humbled. He got humbled, but there's a lot of pressure on the table. There is a lot of pressure ever since he got here to Denver, because we looked at him as the answer, as our savior, as the person who was going to take us back to the promised land, get us on top of the Chiefs again. And after that first year, I think that confidence level was super down. We got rid of Hackett and we bring in Sean Payton, which from the start, you could already tell Sean Payton was not happy with what Russell was doing in Denver. And I'm not even talking about football wise. I'm talking about personality wise. I don't think him and Russell, I just don't think it worked. I just don't think it worked. So we start off the season, and I'm not sure if it was after we beat the Chiefs or after we lost to the Chiefs, but they talked to him, they approach him at the beginning of the season. Because if we're being honest, most of this happened before that winning stretch that Denver had. Most of it did. And they tell him you need to take a pay cut. Russell's like, what? Hell no. And do we blame him? I mean, can we really blame him? He knows, I know he knows he's done a horrible job, but put yourself in that position. You locked up money that's potentially setting up your family and generation of families. Like, I know it's setting you up, and you're just going to say, yeah, you know what? I played bad. I'm going to give it. A lot of people don't even think of it like that. And Russell Wilson was definitely not about to change his contract. He's going to get paid. Which, when I see something like that, it kind of makes me go, okay, maybe I shouldn't feel bad. But of course I'm going to feel bad because it took a big hit on his career. And I just don't think all of it was Russell Wilson's fault. Obviously, after what happened with the Lions and Russell Wilson, or between Sean Payton and Russell Wilson against the Lions, I was like, I do not like that one bit. Russell Wilson, the Russell Wilson era in Denver is over. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm shocked. I don't know, where do we go from here. Now, if Sean Payton feels that strongly about going for another quarterback in the draft, because that's exactly what it looks like is going to happen, he has to have his eyes on something so big that's going to change the direction of this team. But it has to be something so good, because there's no way you don't just use Russell Wilson, considering that how big and how much money you're going to lose. Like, he has to be looking at something so good at a quarterback, so good that he thinks he's going to be the next franchise guy. Because he even said in an interview in the combine, he said he said he saw that meme about the guy who had the name of all the Bronco quarterbacks that we've had since Manning. And he says that the next one, he wants to be the one. Now, Russell, thank you, because you gave me more happiness than any quarterback and any other team gave me in the past 6 years. I wish you nothing but the best, because I could always see it through every single game. You would give us everything. And it just didn't work out. The analogy I kind of want to use, because it's not all Russell's fault. It's like when you start trying to talk to a girl and you start dating her right away instead of getting to know her first. That's exactly what Denver did. We did not see Russell take a single snap before he got paid that money. We didn't see him. We did not see him. Now, you tell me, should we have let him play that first year? Do you think can you imagine how much smaller that contract would have been? Can we blame Russell for that? That's the front office. We should have definitely have waited to see how he wanted to play, see if he's your guy, and then gone from there. But we decided to pay him what we paid him, and it's coming to bite us in the ass. A lot. And Denver hasn't made much noise, so it was a super win for them and a super big L for us. And that's just how I see it. I think we saw Russell, we thought she was fine. We started dating her because of how good she looked. And then once we got in the relationship with her, we realized things weren't as good as we thought they was gonna be. It didn't work out. And that's perfectly fine, because even in a relationship, you're not necessarily going to work out with someone no matter how good looking they are, no matter how much of a good person they might be. Maybe the two couples just don't mash. Maybe they just don't connect. And that's exactly what happened here. We just couldn't. I think the pressure was too much for Russell, because he came to a team, and Hackett was also thrown in there. So I'll give him that. He was thrown into a team that's known for historically fighting for trophies, fighting for playoff spots, just fighting for greatness. And we threw Russell into the fire, and we threw Hackett into the fire, and it did not work out. There was already pressure on Russell, and Sean Payton was not happy. and Sean Payton said we're gonna get him out. And Sean Payton has a vision. I don't know what it is. I don't know who we're gonna go for. All I can tell you is I hope and wish nothing but the best for Russell. But I hope and I put my faith in Sean, because something we gotta realize is I feel like here the fans in Denver, once we see something is not working and once we see something that's questionable, we start like a decision that's questionable, we start really just bashing it. Sean needs to get out. Sean, let's give him some time, man. We have to give them some time to cook. It was Sean Payton's first season, and I mean, we played a lot better with Russell at quarterback, and maybe Sean Payton feels we could be a lot better with another quarterback, and that's fine. The issue was that the front office should have been planning for this kind of stuff. If they knew they were gonna go for a different coach or go a different direction, you shouldn't have paid this much money. You shouldn't have. It was just so disorganized, super unplanned, and that's a problem. And I think we need to bounce back. I think Russell's gonna go wherever he ends up going. It's definitely not gonna be the same pressure as here, because he's definitely not gonna be getting paid as much money by that organization. It just makes me sad how bad it ended here for Russell in Denver, because I really felt that he was trying to give us his all. It just didn't work. It's what it comes down to. It just didn't work. We had to break up with him, because even as good looking as he was, it just wasn't working out. We didn't like the personality. That's exactly what it was. And that was the analogy. I was going off the analogy, but anyways, that's exactly what happened. It just didn't work out. Guys, it's just, if you have been in the channel for a minute, you know how happy I was, man. You know how much I stood behind Russell. How much I was like, bro, Russell's gonna cook. I defended him time in, time out. One time, another time. Like, everywhere I went, Russell, I'm like, nah, man, Russell's not the problem. And I still feel like he wasn't the problem. I just think maybe Sean feels like our offense can work and execute better with another quarterback. And that's perfectly fine. If that's how he feels, we're going to see what he can do, and then we could look back at it. And if it doesn't work, then we could all blame Sean. But I say we give Sean some time, depending on who the quarterback is and how he looks, because we're going to have to draft a quarterback. I don't know what they're thinking, but whatever it is that he thinks he saw, I think he's thinking it's going to be longevity. I think he's trying to go for a quarterback who's going to be here for a while. And I'm not mad at that. I've always been super for us getting and drafting a quarterback. But historically, we have been so bad at it. But I have faith in Sean Payton. Because if we look at the other coaches we've had with these first-year quarterbacks, they've been some really bad coaches. And I think Sean, I put my trust in Sean. Because if we can get a quarterback out of the draft, this will all be worth it. If we get a quarterback out of the draft who we see is able to do and produce just as much as Russell, did we really lose? You know? So yeah, man, I was speechless. I was hurt because I really wanted this to work out. I really did. I mean, we're not on the team. He just gave it a lot of heart and grit, and you could tell he wanted to win for us. And that's what hurts me, that the fact that he has to go somewhere else now, elsewhere, because we gave up on him. And I just think it sucks. It sucks, man, because we're not a small team, man. We're not a small team. We're definitely not a small team. We're one of the bigger franchises in the league. And there's pressure. There's a lot more pressure than there's going to be in Atlanta. There's going to be a lot more pressure than there is elsewhere. Because they're really going to pay him anything if he goes to play. And truly, I mean, what it can't get worse than what happened here. It cannot. Like, it just can't. It just can't. Because what happened here was bad. And I got nothing to say, but respect to Russell. And this jersey will still be here unless it goes to the Raiders. Unless he goes to the Raiders, or that's when this jersey is bye-bye. But if he stays somewhere else, then nothing but love and respect for Russell. I think the way we should look at this is a relationship that broke apart mutually, with one side expressing how they really felt, being completely honest. And that's exactly what Sean and the Broncos did to Russell. Parted ways. If it's not going to work out, then why wait another year? Why wait it out? Just end it there. Go our separate ways. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. And let's see where it goes. Broncos country. Oh, that's crazy. There's no more let's ride. We said some. The let's ride said. We all fell over, man. Yeah, man. This sucks. This sucks. It really does. It hurts inside, but it is what it is. So what do we do, guys? I don't know. But whenever I hear more news, you guys already know I'm going to be on top of it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, please drop a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next one. More videos coming out soon with more Broncos news that get released, especially like this, things like this. Yeah, man. As long as we keep our key pieces like Sertan and all them, I think we'll be fine. I don't know about Judy. There's been a lot of speculation about Judy, but yeah. Anyways, Broncos country. I don't know. What are we gonna say now, bro? Let's go. Like, peace out, y'all.